Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Oregon, we're going to need to talk again. Now, where am I today? Well, everyone always wants to know. I am at the totally awesome North Idaho Arms in beautiful Post Falls, Idaho. I figured, hey, I would do a video from an Idaho gun store from a Washington state lawyer to tell Oregon how you need to live your life. But Oregon, as you know, September 1st, you had unserialized, untraceable firearm ban go into effect, and there's been a lot of misinformation out there about what this really means to you and what you need to do about it. So today, from Idaho, let's talk about Oregon. Here's what you need to do to stay out of jail. Okay, so who is today's video sponsor?
Taylor Freelance.
No, seriously, who's today's video sponsor?
Taylor Freelance.
Taylor Freelance. Okay, you realize what Google is going to do to this video if we have Taylor Freelance advertised on this channel. Okay, well, here goes nothing. All right, hey, listen, before we get going too far down the road we're going down, proud to announce that this video is brought to you by Taylor Freelance. That's right, American-owned, American-made, right there in Bellingham, Washington. They are making some of the best components for your you-know-what out there. Now, listen, this is normally where I'd put all the cool B-roll up and show you all the cool things that they're making up there at Taylor Freelance. But if I do that, well, YouTube and Google is going to get a little ticked off at us. But listen, if you just want to know what Taylor Freelance is in a nutshell, it's really this simple. They do not make your firearm, got that, Google? They do not make firearms, but they will make your firearm a lot better. If you're ready to take your firearm to the next level, if you're ready to customize your firearm so that you are more proficient in it, visit all of our good friends at Taylor Freelance. What?
Don't mention their website.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you. Yeah, hey, listen, for more information, go ahead and click on my partner page right there. And there you'll find the link to Taylor Freelance so you can check out all the cool things that they're doing. For more information, visit my partner page. Okay, Oregon, here's what we're talking about today. We are talking about the implementation of House Bill 2025, which went into effect on September 1st. As you know, there was a lawsuit. We covered it. It attempted to get an injunction. That lawsuit failed, and now you are living under the purview of this law. Now, a lot of you have been contacting Washington Gun Law and wanting to know, hey, what does this really mean to me, and what do I have to do to comply? Let's take that in order so we could talk about this, because as we are always saying here at Washington Gun Law, we're not going to tell you how to think, but we are going to give you all the stuff to think about. One of the big questions that everyone in Oregon has right now is, how much trouble am I actually going to be in if I were to be caught with an unserialized or untraceable firearm? Well, I had an opportunity to take a look at the law, so let's break it down for you. Okay, now when it comes to undetectable firearms, and let's remember that undetectable firearms are those that are manufactured from material that theoretically makes them undetectable when going through X-ray machines and other types of metal detectors. Now, the penalties for undetectable firearms are considerably stiffer than they are for the unserialized firearms. So I need you to understand that if you were into 3D printing guns, which is totally fine as far as I'm concerned, but the state of Oregon is going to have a problem with it because the penalties are as follows. If you are caught manufacturing an undetectable firearm, it will be a Class B felony under Oregon law. If you are in possession of an undetectable firearm, it will be a Class A misdemeanor under Oregon law unless you have a prior conviction for being in possession of an undetectable firearm, in which case it will be a Class B felony. And then the one that I think more people are more likely going to be encountering is the unserialized, or what we call untraceable firearms. Now, this applies both to firearms that have been manufactured from an 80% lower, so a fully functional firearm, as well as an unserialized frame or receiver. The penalties for that are as follows. For possession of an untraceable firearm, it will be a Class B violation. For possession of an untraceable firearm with a prior conviction, however, it will be a Class A misdemeanor. And if you are found in possession of an untraceable firearm and you have 2 prior convictions for this offense, then it will be a Class B felony. The penalties are the same for possession of unfinished frames or receivers. So just to refresh your memory, a first offense is a Class B felony, a second offense is a Class A misdemeanor, and a second or subsequent offense is a Class B felony. Now, for those of you who have been geeking out on this and following it, you will know that Oregon has put together this wonderful little one-page information sheet to kind of tell you about it. And one of the things that they're encouraging you to do is to contact your FFL to get the firearm serialized. Now, we have spoken to several FFLs down in the state of Oregon, and we have discovered that there are very few who are actually willing to do these services. We're going to link a few of them down below in the description box, however, so you can see it. But this is really important, Oregon, and you need to be aware of this. You need to look for same-day serialization, because if your firearm is going to stay at the FFL hotel overnight, it's going to go into their books, which means it's now going to have to go through a 4473 and all the other Oregon requirements for you to receive your firearm back. Listen, Oregon, we're going to go ahead and link up everything that you need to know, including your state's information sheet down below. As I said, you guys are big boys and big girls. You can decide whether or not you want to comply with this law or not, and you certainly understand what the penalties are if you are found to be in non-compliance with this law. We'll go ahead and link everything up down below so that you guys can geek out on it for yourself. Maybe you got more questions about this or anything else related to what's left of our Second Amendment rights. You guys should know how to get a hold of Washington gun law by now, but if you don't, that's okay. That information is down there in the description box as well. Maybe you got an idea for a video we should be doing around here. If you do, go ahead and click on that link right there. A lot of the good ideas we have around here, candidly, aren't our ideas at all. Maybe you just want to be part of our monthly newsletter. The ability to subscribe for that is all down there in the description box. And then finally, and most importantly, let's everyone remember that part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation, how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. From the totally awesome North Idaho Arms here in Post Falls, Idaho, thanks for watching. Stay safe.